Hello everyone. In this video, I will be showing you how to model a gas lifting well using Prosper. This is a continuation of a depth well modeling. After modeling the depth well, we discovered that the well was not running or producing. Let's quickly look at it again. So, a well is said to be dead when there is no intersection between the inflow and the outflow. So let's go back and see what we can do to bring back this well to production. Let's reduce the water cut, or let's reduce the wellhead pressure, which is the first notch pressure. The current wellhead pressure is 300. Let's reduce it to 200 and see whether the well will flow. So the well is flowing at the wellhead pressure of 200. There is an intersection between the inflow and the outflow. We are not considering this first intersection. This represents a condition of an unstable flow. So at this point of intersection, we have about 2,320 stock tank barrel of oil per day. So let's quickly reverse this condition. We cannot reduce the wellhead pressure to 200 if the separator pressure is 200 or more than 200. Let's go back to the current situation, which is 300. Another thing we can do is to reduce the water cut. If we reduce the water cut to or minimize the water cut, and then the wellhead, let's run and see. Look at the solutions details. At water cut of 10% and wellhead pressure of about 100 psi, we produce about 5,300 stock tank barrel per day of liquids and 4,700 of oil. So if we increase the water cut to 80% and then increase the wellhead to 200% or 200 psi, the well is still flowing. From the solution details, we have about 3,300 stock tank barrel of oil or of liquids and 2,300 of oil per day. But if we increase this to 300, the well is not going to flow. So we cannot just reduce the wellhead pressure. We must be mindful of the separator pressure. In this scenario, we want to consider water cut or gas lift to see whether the well will flow at water cut of even more than 30% and wellhead pressure of 300. So let's quickly go back to our initial condition. Run it again. to show that the well is not flowing under the solution details. We can see that the well is not flowing. Let's go to options and implement or activate gas lift. Go to gas artificial lift and then choose gas lift continuous. Then click done. The next is to go to system, click gas lift data. Under gas lift gravity 0. Enter 0.75. Click done. Then quickly go to design gas lift new well. Under gas lift design method, choose from maximum production. Flow rate enter 5,000 stock tank barrel, and then maximum gas injectant 10 billion standard cubic feet per day. Just enter the following values or data. While designing a well, we enter water cut that is greater or higher than the current water cut. This is for the purpose of future increment in water production. If we use the current production water cut, which is 30%, depending on the well you are working on, we have to anticipate the worst case scenario or unforeseen circumstances in the future, a situation whereby water cut can increase, because as long as we keep producing, the rate of water will be increasing, and that will definitely reduce the rate of oil production. So let's use 60% of water cut. Then we choose gas lift modern, and then click continue. Get red. Click OK. Plot. Alright. So basically, the goal behind gas lift injection in oil wells is to lower the density of the produced fluid in the tubing. This will result in a reduction in the elevational components of the pressure gradient above the point of injection and a lower bottom hole pressure. Lowering the bottom hole pressure increases reservoir, or would definitely increase the reservoir drawdown and thus the production rate. But as this rate of injection gas increases from this graph, you can see that a point is reached where the benefit of reducing the elevational gradients equals the drawdown or drawback of increasing the frictional pressure. A further increment or increase in gas injection has a detrimental on the overall production. This is the point where we have the maximum injection gas to produce the maximum oil at this point. Any further increments in this at this point will rather reduce the oil production. So after this point, despite the rate of gas injection, it will not increase the production or oil rate. It will rather reduce or reduces the oil rate. So at this point is called the optimal gas unconstrained gas lift injection rate. So we are going to look at our optimum point of injection. So our optimum point or economic point of injection will lies at this point. At this point. So what we do is to draw the tangents. We draw the tangents at this point, and then we will be able to know within this range the point of optimum or economic rate that will give us the economic rates might not give you the maximum oil production, but to sustain the life of this well and sustained production, it is better to produce it at this point than to produce it at this point. So let's quickly and go and check whether there is any improvement in production. The next is to design the injection point. Let's plot and see the injection point. In this, we have four valves here. The first valve is at this point, the point of injection, the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one in green. The first three valves are called unloading valves, and the fourth one is called operating valve or orifice. And the point of injection, the depth of injection can be seen on this result. Look at the points of the three unloading valve. The first one at 2,800, the second one 4,000, the third one is 6,267 feet. But the point of operation is at it has 7,000 feet. So let's quickly go to system, gas lift, and choose valve depth specified, pressure 1,800, different 250. Next is to click on transfer from gas lift design from new gas well. Click OK, click done. We have now transferred the four valves into this area. Then we click done. Quickly go to calculation, three variables, continue. Then we click on gas lift injection rate. First value put 0, second value put 1, and then we click continue. Click plot. Then we click plot. Now we look at the 0 here. Okay, let me plot it too. The 0 here, we have to grab 0 and 1. The 0 here represents the condition before gas injection or gas lift, and the second one represents the condition after gas lift. So let's go to solution and see what is the volume of oil produced after gas injection. The oil produced is about 3,000 stock tank barrel of oil at this condition. Let's run sensitivity analysis and see. We can equally run sensitivity analysis of different injection rate by increases it to 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's just look at the increment in water cut. If the well will still produce when the water cut increase to 60%. Let's use interval of 10. Alright, let's run. Here, from the solution point, we can see that when the injection gas is 1 million standard cubic feet and water cut increases to 60%, the well will produce about 1,400 stock tank barrel of oil. If the water cut reduces to 50%, is 50%, the well will produce about 1,900 stock tank barrel. If it's 40%, it will produce about 2,500 stock tank barrel. But if we inject about 2 million standard cubic of gas, the weld will also increase. So this is the purpose of injecting gas to to bring back a dead well onto production or to life. So thanks for watching. The next video will be modeling ESP well or pumping system using Prosper software. Thank you for watching.